London's Mayor Boris Johnson says this year's games have provided a boost to tourism and to the image of both London and Great Britain. In a joint news conference with Rio de Janeiro Mayor Eduardo Paes to talk about what Rio can learn from London when it hosts the Games in 2016, Johnson said visitors have seen a city that functions extremely well.
There were a lot of anxieties about transport, about security, whether the people would get behind the games, and we've seen some fantastic images of London beamed around the world. So that's the winner for me, and obviously UK sport.
Mayor Paes praised London's established public transport system for its capacity to move large crowds with few major delays. He said Rio de Janeiro is already working to upgrade and improve its system for the Games and for the long-term benefit of the people of the city.
So only we carry 18% of our population in high-capacity transportation. With what we're doing now for the Olympics, it will be more than 60%. So that means lots of changes for the city.
Taking note of some of the cheaper temporary venues that London constructed for the Olympics, Paes said Rio does not intend to waste money building huge structures like China's Bird's Nest Stadium that has rarely been used since the end of the 2008 Games.
So Rio is going to follow London on the venues. I mean, we'll do as much temporary as we can, only if we need that after the Games. And we will use it as simple as we can and not spend too much money on things that have to be teared down by the end of the Games.
London's Mayor Johnson describes the successful experience of hosting the Olympics as spine-tingling apprehension and a steady growing sense of relief. The only advice he offered his Brazilian counterpart in planning the 2016 Games was to ignore the skeptics in the news media. Brian Padden, VOA News, London.